Spain, a legacy of conquest, culture, and creativity. A complete historical journey. Journey through the epic history of Spain, a nation forged by conquest, cultural fusion, and unyielding creativity. From the ancient Iberian tribes and the grandeur of Roman Hispania to the enlightened rule of the Moors and the rise of the Spanish Empire, discover how Spain's unique blend of influences created one of the most vibrant cultures in the world. This video explores Spain's transformative eras, legendary figures, and enduring traditions, revealing the heart and soul of a country that has shaped global history and culture. 1. The foundations: ancient Iberia and Roman legacy. Iberian tribes. The roots of Spanish culture begin with the Iberian tribes who inhabited the peninsula thousands of years ago. These early peoples developed unique languages, art forms, and customs that would later blend with those of conquerors to create a distinctly Spanish identity. Roman Hispania, 218 BC, 409 AD. The Roman conquest of the Iberian Peninsula was a turning point, laying the groundwork for modern Spanish culture. Roman engineering, law, and the Latin language deeply influenced Spain, with the remains of aqueducts, theaters, and roads still standing as symbols of this powerful era. Roman Hispania became a melting pot where Roman and indigenous cultures merged, forming the bedrock of Spain's future. 2. The Visigothic Kingdom. Christianity takes root. Visigothic rule, 5th–8th century. The fall of the Roman Empire led to the rise of the Visigoths, who ruled Hispania and introduced early Christian elements that would dominate Spanish culture for centuries. They established a unified Christian kingdom and left behind architectural and artistic legacies that reflect a fusion of Roman, Gothic, and Christian traditions. 3. Al-Andalus, the pinnacle of cultural splendor. Moorish conquest, 711–1492. The Moors brought with them not only military power, but also a golden age of cultural and intellectual prosperity in Al-Andalus. Under Moorish rule, Spain became a beacon of science, philosophy, medicine, and the arts, outshining most of Europe in sophistication and knowledge. Architectural and artistic brilliance. The architectural wonders of the Alhambra in Granada and the Great Mosque of Cordoba are lasting testaments to this era. Al-Andalus was a crucible where Islamic, Christian, and Jewish cultures coexisted and enriched each other, creating an enduring legacy of intellectual and artistic achievement. 4. The Reconquista, reclaiming and redefining identity. The Christian Reconquest, 8th and 15th century. The Reconquista was more than a series of military campaigns. It was a cultural revival that redefined Spain's identity. As Christian kingdoms gradually reclaimed territory, they absorbed and transformed the rich cultural heritage left by the Moors, leading to the birth of a new Spanish culture that was deeply Christian, but also infused with Moorish and Jewish influences. Cultural synthesis. The architectural style known as mudéjar, a blend of Islamic and Christian elements, symbolizes this synthesis. The Reconquista culminated in 1492, not just with the fall of Granada, but also with the unification of Spain under Ferdinand and Isabella, a moment that set the stage for Spain's rise as a global power. 5. The Spanish Empire, global dominance and cultural flourishing, the age of exploration in our 15th, 17th century. With the discovery of the New World, Spain embarked on an era of exploration and conquest that created a vast empire and spread its culture, language, and religion across continents. The wealth flowing from the Americas fueled a golden age of Spanish culture. The golden age of arts and literature, the Siglo de Oro golden age, saw the emergence of some of the most influential works in global culture. Cervantes' Don Quixote, often hailed as the first modern novel, and the paintings of Velázquez and El Greco are just a few examples of Spain's unparalleled artistic and literary achievements during this time. 6. The 19th century. Romanticism and the quest for national identity. Cultural and political turmoil. The 19th century was a time of both political upheaval and cultural rebirth in Spain. As the nation grappled with wars, revolutions, and the loss of its empire, a romantic movement arose that celebrated Spain's medieval past, its regional traditions, and its landscapes, influencing the arts and literature profoundly. Nationalism and cultural revival. This period also saw the rise of Spanish nationalism as artists, writers, and thinkers sought to define and celebrate a uniquely Spanish identity that could stand tall amidst the country's challenges.
7. The 20th century, war, dictatorship, and cultural resilience. The Spanish Civil War, 1936-1939. The Spanish Civil War was a brutal conflict and a cultural crucible, inspiring a wave of powerful artistic and literary expressions. Picasso's Guernica became an iconic protest against the horrors of war, while many writers and filmmakers chronicled the tragedy and heroism of the time. Franco's regime and cultural suppression. Under Franco's dictatorship, Spain experienced cultural repression, but traditional folk culture survived and even thrived in some areas. After Franco's death, Spain underwent a cultural renaissance that unleashed decades of creative energy, epitomized by the Movida Madrileña, a countercultural movement that transformed Madrid into a center of modern art, music, and cinema. 8. Contemporary Spain, a cultural powerhouse, modern art, architecture, and global influence. Today, Spain continues to be a cultural leader, known for its contributions to modern art, music, cuisine, and architecture. The works of Salvador Dalí, Joan Miró, and Antoni Gaudí have left a global legacy, and Spain's cities like Barcelona and Madrid are vibrant centers of cultural exchange. Cultural diversity and autonomy. Spain's cultural richness is also reflected in its regional diversity. Each of Spain's autonomous communities, from Catalonia to the Basque Country, brings unique traditions, languages, and cultural practices to the national mosaic, making Spain one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world. Global cultural impact. Spain's influence extends far beyond its borders. From flamenco's global popularity to Spanish cinema's international success, Spain's cultural legacy continues to grow, shaping the world with its creativity, passion, and history. Thank you for watching, and let me know which country you want to talk about next time.